Well, welcome back to GIS Analysis at the University of Alaska Fairbanks. In this application, it's a 3D application where we have burbot fish locations in August and in May, and we have the depth to the bottom in August and May as rasters. So we want to develop a table of the mean depth in August and May for this fish species, and then also what was the mean distance to the shoreline in August versus May for this fish species. So for each point we need to determine what is the depth at the bottom below that point. Burbot typically are right on the bottom. So we can use the Add Surface Information tool. So extract from our depth raster at each point what the elevation to the bottom would be. And then we could repeat the process for our August locations and the August depth raster. And for each point layer, we want to determine what is the nearest distance to the shoreline, so we could run the near tool to add that nearest distance to our point layer. So for our May points, the nearest distance to the lake polygon shoreline, and August, the nearest distance to the lake polygon shoreline. Now we're going to have to convert our lake polygon into a polyline to get that distance. So we use the Featured Align tool to convert our lake polygon to a lake shoreline. And then we can use the Near tool to get the nearest distance for each point to the shoreline. And we could graphically check our results. So we use the Measure tool to measure a distance by drawing a line. So if we go from our point to the lake shoreline, the shortest distance will be about 142.85 meters. So we want to know what is the mean depth and the mean distance of the shoreline, so we can use the Summary Statistics tool on our May burbot locations and our August burbot locations. So in May, the mean depth to the bottom, 1.27 meters, and in August, it was at 1.14 meters, and then the distance to the shoreline in May was 177.8 meters, and in May, the distance to the shoreline was 148.97 meters.